Hello from Portland. It's February 14th. It's a very auspicious day for several reasons. First of all, it's the birthday of my nephew, John Paul McCarrick. Happy birthday, John Paul. The other reasons today is auspicious are it's Valentine's Day, so it's a day that's all about love. And it is the birthday of the state of Oregon, which became a state 154 years ago today. And it is the 11th anniversary of the day I proposed to Chris. I'm wearing one of my favorite t-shirts. This is actually a map of the state of Oregon, and you can see the rivers on it if it's closer. It looks like it's just cracked, but these are actually the rivers and lakes of Oregon. And then there's a big heart in the middle. So it's a good day for celebrating Oregon and love. And speaking of Oregon and love, we decided to celebrate the day by going downtown to where a group called Basic Rights Oregon, which is a very well organized gay rights group here in Oregon, kicked off a year-long drive to get marriage equality on the ballot in the state of Oregon. So Chris and I and Carter all went down to an event that was full of people.
We are giving Oregon the gift of love and commitment for all couples, right?
And so this is the start of a process that will result in marriage equality being on the ballot in November 2014. And if it passes, we will have just one more wedding. You probably followed the news last year. The state of Washington, which is right to the north of us, passed marriage equality. The state of Oregon has a constitutional amendment that was passed in 2004 with what was at the time a relatively low margin. I think it was about 57% of the vote. And the best estimate of pollsters is that the marriage equality side, through persuasion and demographic change, which is a nice way of saying older people dying, gains about a percentage point a year. So that was about 10 years ago. We're probably in good shape. I actually did some work with Basic Rights Oregon last year because they were considering pushing forward with a ballot initiative last year, and the polling was okay. We were ahead, but it was a little too close for them to feel like this was the year to push it forward. It's almost certain to be on the ballot in 2014. I got this great sticker. I will get close so you can see. It's Oregon United for Marriage, and it's all about love. And we are all about love. I want to close this video with some words from Cheryl Strayed, who's a writer I've talked about before, and she's just a beautiful writer. And this is her definition of love. Love can be as light as the hug we give a friend, or heavy as the sacrifices we make for our children. It can be romantic, platonic, familial, fleeting, everlasting, conditional, unconditional, imbued with sorrow, stoked by sex, deepened by time, darkened by difficulty, leavened by generosity, nourished by humor, and loaded with promises and commitments that we may or may not want to keep. The best thing you can possibly do with your life is to tackle the mother shit out of love. And I just have to say, with all the kindness I can muster, if you wake up every day and look around this broken world and think the problem is that there's too much love, I don't know what to say to you. That is not the problem. People loving other people is not a problem you have to solve. Find something better to do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.